So we even got even more Sonic Frontiers info, courtesy of the Gameinformer cover story.
Oh my god!
Yeah, jeez, it's just when I'm done covering this game for a while, man. Like Sega keeps opening up their mouths about this game, man. Like, you know. So here's actually the actual cover art for the magazine. So, because I managed to get my hands on the digital copy of it. So, funny story about that. I don't even remember having a subscription to it, funny enough. But anyway, so I gotta say it looks pretty nice. And actually, one of the artists who does like the comic book stuff, he made this. I forgot what his name was, like Evan something. I can't remember. But anyway, so I essentially, kind of essentially highlighted like the new information that we know about it. And I also got the new screenshots too. That was actually in the cover story as well. So we'll go over all of that. So with that out of the way, let's get into it. So page 1. In the first 2 cutscenes, Dr. Eggman tries using his AI to uncover secrets from an artifact on an island, but I guess the island has an AI of itself, activates a protection protocol, and sucked Eggman in. And then, after that cutscene, we see the one where it's been described earlier, that IGN did, with Sonic, Tails, and Amy approaching Starfly Islands in the tornado, looking for the Chaos Emeralds, only to get sucked into the wormhole. And this is the new part. When Sonic wakes up in Green Hill, but something is off. As Green Hill is a tutorial. So here's the thing, Sega knows. Believe me, okay, Sega knows that we are tired of Green Hill Zone being a thing in the 3D Sonic games recently, so it was actually pretty genius on their part, because if they're gonna do it again, so it was actually pretty smart that they got it out of the way. So I gotta give them credit for that. So anyway, continuing on, something is off, and we go to gameplay as Green Hill's tutorial controls are described as precise and smooth. The guy finishes the level in less than a minute stage, and stages are actually, it was named as 1-1, so the cyberspace levels are numbered. Okay, cool. A voice calls out to Sonic, reacting to him doing the impossible escape from cyberspace, delivers instructions: find the Chaos Emeralds, destroy the Titans. So yeah, I mean, it's self-explanatory, so that's kind of like how we get the intro. It seems that they do a tutorial, so kind of, give us how, like, the game controls and, the cyberspace itself. So it seems that after the Green Hill, seemingly you'll do, like, an actual tutorial, maybe. So it sounds like that's where we'll go into the open world, as we'll talk about in a minute. So, continuing on to page 2. Page 2. After Cyberspace, Sonic Frontiers drops you on Kronos Island, type controls feel even better here as you get exploration. So I guess as it said, I guess the cyberspace levels are represented by these shrines that you have to activate. Okay, which makes sense. Sonic stumbles upon a Obelisk-style shrine. They serve as portal for cyberspace levels. Again, because Breath of the Wild actually did something like that. So, again, other Breath of the Wild comparison, but it's so freaking true. It's literally true. Anyway, exploration elements reminiscent of other open world titles like switch-based puzzles. When the person solve the puzzle, it removes the clouds covering a portion of the map, zooms out to reveal how massive the scope is. So, again, kind of like we've seen in other gameplay showcases, like because for example, in the IGN one, where they did like a simple puzzle, it revealed more things on the map. So, continuing, enemy encounters feel balanced in pacing, puzzles, collectibles, etc. That sounds great to me because in the gameplay footage that we've seen so far for the game, like it seemed like the open world seemed empty, but it seems that's truly not the case, which is great news. I am very happy about that. Thank goodness. Anyway, continuing, a focus for the Sonic team was the criticism about previous games for being too short. So, and they're saying that the open zone concept, rectifies that, where it's a much bigger improvement. And as we know, the average person would take 20-30 hours to complete the game. While if you really want to go for the full 100%, so that could easily take you double, so 60 hours. So, yeah, that's a pretty insane improvement, to say the least. Anyway, to finish up, Completing puzzles reveal locations of portals, collectibles, and boss fights, and the game is built on exploration and speed. So it sounds like, I mean, they've been emphasizing exploration a lot because the open world / open zone has been like a pretty big focus for Sega when it comes to like showing off the game. So yeah, that makes sense, kind of, with that statement that the game was built on exploration and focused on the speed of Sonic. Love to hear that because that's integral to this character. So anyway, continuing on to page 3. Page 3. The icon feature sorts indicates a boss battle. So boss battles seem to be seem to be a big thing here. Enemies appear to be a combo of robotic and organic components. And all enemies were based on tactics. Enemies when defeated receive skill points, and seeds to use the strength Sonic skill points contribute as a meter as you get for each. For additional benefits, trade seeds to Coco's and some kind of mysterious creature. Those creatures are actually inhabitants of, Coco's Island, which is the first island we see in the game. Anyway, continuing. Elements from the traditional games are here, such as rails, springs, lines of rings for lightspeed dash. The ninja boss that we've actually seen in images before are marked as formidable bosses. These have strategies players need to study, and once these bosses are defeated, they leave portal gates with cyberspace levels the ninja one upon defeated to open a door to a previously unreachable area. So not just puzzles, so actually defeating bosses will actually open up, previously unreachable areas too. Again, this is kind of another thing like where the world opens up as you progress further in the game. Anyway, continuing, after doing the sequence, Junk unlocked the side loop ability and introduces the skill tree. So that was like after you get to that area, you have to do a sequence, and that unlocks the side loop ability and introduces the skill tree. Abilities unlockable in the game, they give some examples are Sonic Boom, which just shoots the projectile blades, which we've seen before. Wild Crash, Zigzag to avoid enemy attacks, and finally Accelerate Rush from more power once filled up. So that kind of sounds comparable to something. Trying to think of some game that would have kind of a function like that. Maybe we'll say something like DMC or Bayonetta, maybe. So it's funny because there was a rumor about that. Anyway, continuing. Let's see. Hidden skills can also be unlocked by playing the main story. Yeah, that makes sense. What the side loop does, it leaves a band of light behind while moving in a circle. Triggers effect like rings can be used. It can be used to solve puzzles as well. Stage elements populate as it opens areas, like the springs and the, jump the grind rails and all that as well, And these actually help while staying in immersion. So AKA, you're not forced to use the, where you have to pause the game to go to fast travel or whatever. So, considering Sonic is so freaking fast, they actually put those in there. So that's cool. So there's actually more than one option to traverse the world. I like that. That was pretty good thinking by Sonic Team there. Anyway, continuing. A boss called the Tower. Oh, and then discoveries can be rapid. I almost forgot. The Tower is a boss. Appears made of segments knocked out. Knock out the segments to make it shorter. After you defeat it, you get another portal gear and access 1-2. 1-2 is seemingly inspired by Sonic Unleashed, but that could mean anything really. To be precise, once you beat that, you'll unlock a vault key, which is a word which is used to open a cast armored vault. Once you get the armor, the world opens up a lot more. Now you can explore freely, indicating the tutorial is over. So not only is there a tutorial for the cyberspace stages, there is also one for the open world. So that makes sense. So I guess after that, the island fully roam is open, so where you can just explore, do things at your own leisure. So I like that. That actually makes sense because there's a full tutorial since this is such a new concept for the series. Smart move by Sega and Sonic Team here. Very smart move. Anyway, continuing on. Page 4. While going to another portal, you run into Amy, but she's trapped in cyberspace. A cutscene triggers showing an unknown character watching to free your friends. You have to free your friends. You have to collect items to that character. In Amy's case, it's hearts. References to other games in the series are dropped, such as the Child Guard. Ian Flew, what are you doing, man? Following the cutscene, you into Asura. We've seen him before. It's a giant titan that size of a freaking building. After defeated, After defeating it, you access 1-3. Doing extra objectives like S rank grants more keys. This gameplay loop is far from all you do, and once after 1-3 is done, you do a cutscene that plays out of Eggman, who is stuck in cyberspace still and is trying to figure out how to get out of it. Meanwhile, a Titan looms over Sonic, but a childlike creature, possibly the same one from earlier, warns Sonic to not engage. Sonic doesn't listen and gets soared away. Wait a second. Hold on. Is Sage the same? Wait, is Sage the same childlike character, or is it the voice that Sonic has heard at the beginning of the game? Are they the same character, or are there two different AIs? Like, what's going on here? So, what's going on here? It's gonna be, now I'm confused. Wait a second. Is Sage the same? Was Sage the person who was warning Sonic in the Game Awards trailer? Ooh, what if we kind of were teased Sage the entire time, and we just didn't even know it? So, very interesting, very curious. Anyway, more cyberspace stages inspired by Chemical Plant, and once again, Green Hill Zones. However, you also run into Big the Cat, who teaches you how to play the fishing minigame. After you landed a landing, you add a token to use as currency for things like portal gear, fragments, voice diaries, vault keys, or even sequence items like the hearts for Amy. Give Big E purple coins that you find in the world to get additional chances to fish. Additional characters appear, but don't expect too many of them as no one's visited before. So yeah, full disclaimer here, if you're pretty upset that characters like Silver or Blaze or Creamer, any of them are not in the game, don't get pissed off, because obviously Sega warned you, ahead of time. So probably, obviously another character we'll probably see is Knuckles, considering that he's in the prologue that they're doing with involving Knuckles and the Master Emerald, so he's probably in here too. So we'll see. Who else though? Who knows? So we could have Shadow in here for all we know. Who knows? So anyway, so now on to the final page, and then we'll go on to the new screenshots. So here we go. Page 5. Trade seeds to Hermit Coco to bolster strength or defense. Older boost. Well, you trade seeds to him, and he'll boost your ring limit or your top speed. You can warp for either of them for the good old fast travel system. So the classic fast travel system from open world games is still in. It's just an option, so good. That's actually good. So because you kind of have both, so nice. Anyway, Eggman tech is stockpiled nearby, but it's unknown at the moment what to do with it. So for now, just leave it. Find more hearts for the Amy story triggers more cutscenes and missions. One mission, for example, includes shepherding Lost Coco to their mother. Completing that gets you a Chaos Emerald and a new cutscene that involves major hints that things aren't what they seem. So they didn't spoil that. Sounds like it's gonna have major story implications. So I'm glad that, because I don't want to be spoiled too much of the story. So I'm sure no Sonic fan would. Anyway, finally, the new boss I caught the Flare. We saw that in the that Sonic thing that we got like at the beginning of the month. So anyway, it's called the Flyer, soars like a dragon guide into its tail use speed and reflects to dodge attacks. Eventually, it becomes a traditional arena fight. Bosses are diverse in how they approach the world, offers many things to do. If Frontiers is successful, expect more games like this. The author noted finally, Sonic Frontiers shows more potential than they can recall. If Frontiers delivers, the future of the series is bright once again. Another journalist actually said this could be what Sonic Mania did for the 2D. This could be the game that does for the 3D series. So, I mean, I really hope Sega delivers, because I want this game to be good, because I've been loving the heck out of it so far, from what I've seen so far, because it seems to get better and better each time. So, anyway, before we wrap up this video, let's take a look at the new screenshots. Some of them we've seen before, but I tried to get the new ones as best as I can, so bear with me. So, with that out of the way, here we go. So we got this one where Sonic is just going through a trail of those hula hoops that we've seen, and also, obviously indicates a Lightspeed dash path as well. Next up, he's seen using one of those levers to climb one of these towers that, one of these structures that we have seen before. Next up, we have, where he's grinding on rails, or you can obviously just go through the rings again as an option. So this is kind of what they mean. There's like plenty of options of what we can do, and how to traverse the game. Next up, we have another one just at night, just like in the full dusk nighttime. And man, this game looks absolutely gorgeous, man. I can't get enough of it. I really like the art style, so I really like it now that I've gotten used to it. Really have. Anyway, continuing. Next up, we have a new image where Sonic is just looking at a waterfall in bright daylight time again. Like, I really like the visuals of this game, so I'm very curious to see what others. I know they mentioned like deserts, so I'm really curious to see what else we're gonna see. Anyway, continuing. Yeah, this is like the Eggman structures that we've heard about before. Wonder what exactly he was doing there. So only time will tell. Wonder what he was up to. Obviously, he knows about some secrets, so clearly he was trying to do studies, but it didn't exactly work out for him as he's stuck in cyberspace, huh? Ooh, sucks for you, Eggman. Anyway, continuing. So it seems Sonic is, engaging in some battles. Looks like, looks like some kind of enemy. I'm not sure if we've seen these before. Very interesting. As you can see, the shrine in the background is like really detailed. It seems those. I think that's what they were talking about, like where the shrines that lead to the cyber portals, the cyberspace missions. So far we know 3 of them so far. So very curious to see how many cyberspace levels we're gonna get. Next up, Sonic engaging, I believe is the is it the ninja one? It might be. It looks like Sonic is like kind of rolling out of the way, it seems. So anyway, we got one final one. And it seems he's engaging that tower boss battle that we have seen before. So okay, did not wrap this video up. Wow, what a ton of new information. All very good information. So it seems that, there was plenty of cutscenes that, the author who played the game has seen. It sounds like they had a pretty good time with the game. So obviously they still have lots of questions about the game overall, but it seems the more people who have played the game, the more positive they are about it. So, and I believe there was more impressions over the last few days. So they were like over the cyberspace levels. So since that was like kind of the new thing, that was such a weird NDA when Summer Game Fest was going on. That was such a weird NDA. Like, why was that a thing? It's so weird. But who knows? Who knows? But Sega's strategy is weird to begin with. So, the marketing strategy with this game, I don't know, but it seems like it keeps looking better each time that we see more of it. So I am really looking forward to this game now. So I was kind of surprised that you didn't just get the Chaos Summons from the get-go with the cyberspace levels. So makes me wonder how many cyberspace missions there are now, since you don't automatically get a Chaos Summon for each one. Now I'm curious about how many there are now. So very interesting. So overall, this is pretty great new information. So I'm very curious to see where the game goes. So, and I wonder what games they're gonna reference. That would be kind of hilarious and so out there if they reference Sonic 06, but as 06 is a guilty pleasure of mine, that's kind of me just wishing for it, but I kind of doubt it. And considering the pose of the key art is referencing like the story, it seems like it, very similar to the storybook. I wonder if like in disguise this is like that fabled 3rd game in the storybook series. So, but hey, who knows at the end of the day at this point. So, and I really hope this game does well because I really like the open zone concept. So, anyway, so that's it with this video. What you think of all this new information? And there was quite a ton in here. So. Definitely a ton, and it seems Gameinformer's got exclusive coverage all of July, so I'm really excited to see what more they show. So it seems hopefully we get a release date soon because I'm really excited for this game. So anyway, what y'all think of this video? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you like this video, hit the like button on the way out, and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out any more information on Sonic Road 2 I will be covering when information comes out. And I will see y'all in the next video. Until then, have a good one. Later.